is Bria Pierce. I'm 16 and you're probably wondering how you got to this video and what the journey is. So let me just explain to you a little bit about what my goal is. So at my uncle's funeral was when I found out that he had served in the military, and it made me think, why was I only finding this out after he had already passed? Why wasn't this something that I knew and sat down and talked to him about? So from that point on, I was kind of thinking, well, what other stories lie in my family that I haven't tapped into and I haven't taken the opportunity to listen to? So I thought, why not document these things that the people in my family have gone through and overcame, because their stories can greatly influence a lot of other people. The older generation play a big role in history. They grew up in a time period where equality wasn't a familiar statement to a lot of people. And I think by sitting down and listening to what they have to say, we're tapping into a lot of knowledge. Why not create a video family tree of the legacy that the older generation has left behind for us? So with the journey, all I hope to accomplish is to just tell the stories of our family members that we tend to overlook, because at the end of the day, with age comes knowledge, and I think we have to take the opportunity to sit down and listen to these knowledgeable people. So the journey will be a multiple part series where I'll go ahead and interview different people in my family and just ask them questions about their life and the lessons that they've learned, and hopefully by them sharing their stories, they'll be able to influence somebody else's life for the better and hopefully prevent somebody from making the mistakes that they made. So I hope you will follow me along this journey as I find out as much about my family as I can, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I hope that I'll be changed, or I'll have a different outlook after interviewing the people in my family, because though we do hold the people in our family very close to our heart, I feel like there's a lot of the people, a lot that we don't know about the people in our family, because we haven't taken the opportunity to sit down and ask them the questions that will open them up to speaking about maybe even some painful and, unwelcome things. My goal is to relay the messages of my family members to you and hopefully to everybody else. And I hope you stick around for the journey.
My name is Ruth Daniels. I'm from South Boston, Virginia is my home, but I was raised in New York.
My name is Dorothy Ridley. I was born in Halifax, Virginia. Went to school there, then moved to New York.
My name is Sally Power Yancey, and I was born in Halifax, Virginia. To stay in school and get all the education they can get.
And don't be so lazy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And to learn how to dress, to keep their pants back.
That's true.
Yeah, to learn how to get a dress code. We have a dress code. Oh, let's see. Oh, Nanny, I'll tell you.
My childhood memories was every Sunday we had the family. My mother had her children over for family dinner, and it was sort of fun because we got to see our other siblings and their children.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, well, my childhood memory was kind of sad. I used to break out in rash every summer, just as I got out of school, or sometimes before. And they had to bathe me in alcohol. That was a terrible memory.
Well, my memory, all I can remember to being a childhood, something good, was going down to Virginia in the summer and to their house and to Mildred Bosker's house and, like that, on vacation.
When it's time to work, it's time to work. And we all did pretty good, I must say. raising all of these other siblings and stuff. And it was good. It was good. You know, we had good times.
One thing about it, we got out of bed early. Started our day early. We didn't stay in bed till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And another thing, when we had dinner, everybody came around the table, and my father would say a grace before we eat. It wasn't one having dinner at 6 o'clock and another one having dinner at 9 o'clock. There was none of that.
Now, my mother used to always tell me, be of your word. Be a woman of your word. She said, if you can't do, don't say nothing that you know you can't do. If you tell a person you're going to do it, it happens, things happen, but let them know. Just be of your word. And I tried to stick to that. And I'll never forget her, what she said, that she always said, be of your word. Don't be no liar.
It was fun. It was really fun, And we had a lot of love in our family and all,
And you had to walk for half a mile to get to the school bus. Then you had to go another 5 miles on the school bus before you get to school. And other than that, it was okay. We look forward to football season. We would have football, I think, maybe every other Friday evening. And I liked that because the cafeteria workers would always have hot soup and grilled cheese.
And the city, it was just more things to do. It was busy. It was just more things for me to get in. And more, more places to go and, And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And then when I went south, I enjoyed that too. Because it was so different.
it was all over. But I really didn't see that much. Further south, it was really bad. I mean, we had it bad, but other southern states had it much worse than we did. Don't you think, Sally?
Well, in high school, it was 100% black.
Oh, yeah.
But we had a drugstore closer to where I lived, and we couldn't go in there and order a soda and sit at the counter. If we ordered something, we had to take it out with us. And I remember if you went to Richmond or someplace and they had a sign colored and white, and you had to go to that sign that said color. I don't care what you wanted. It wasn't nothing but I guess a bag of chips. And the white had their side that they could go. But they could always go in there, pop shop and get a pop and sit down and drink it. We couldn't do that.
I had one experience that on my way south, we stopped in Burkesville, Virginia, and we was going to the bathroom, and that sign said colored and white, and where we had to go around to the where the color went, it was like an animal place. You could step up, but it couldn't even want your feet to get wet. That's the experience that I had in Burkesville, Virginia, at the restroom there.
I was kind of like shadowed or whatever. But like I said, my father and mother believed in us working, and we had to work. But hey, it only made you stronger and whatever, Besides all of the racism and whatever, you learn to survive.
Well, I think they should know how to survive and take care of themselves. Don't put your dependence on no male. Get it for yourself. I don't think nothing no better than to see a young black woman got her own house, her own car, and tell them to go for it.
Be independent.
Watch yourself.
Tell them to the black woman, be independent. That's the whole word. Be independent, and don't let no man bring you down. Because you know how some women they put where their heart on their sleeve. Keep my mouth shut.
I guess honesty, loyalty.
That's good. Yeah, and be true to yourself. And that way, everything will work out all right.
Treat people right, like you want to be treated. Ain't nobody got nothing good to say to you, don't say nothing. And then if I sit down and talk, you sit down and talk a conversation with you, and I get up and you gotta talk about me, you lonely. You definitely, you gotta talk, it make me, I'm important. It's something you talk to me about. But that's everywhere you go, people talk about you. I have to watch myself. I'm like Steve.
No, but she wants you to be yourself.
I'm like Steve. You know, because we went into the race about all them white folks and everything.
It's still going on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's still right.
Didn't stop.
It's more critical today than it was back.
That's what I said too, Sally.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because these people are dangerous, but black people gotta learn. They gotta learn. Because they the ones out there now stealing. Time something happened, they running, stealing. What you call it? Looting. Yeah, they out there looting and stealing. You know, they gotta learn. You can't even demonstrate nothing, do nothing. You can't have a demonstration because they don't know how. They don't know how to do nothing. I don't even know what to say. They make me so mad the way they are, you know. And I know for young families, and I know all of them know it. Don't blame it on your father wasn't in that house and this and that. You got a life of your own. If your father didn't do it, you go. You didn't take care of you. He didn't make you. You go out there and show him you can do something for yourself.
Okay. Okay. Any final words?
Bye.